Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. What is that there? The Alpha Blogg, while having the benefits of upgraded movement. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you the Gravity Boost. Why is it shutting? Oh no. The infamous boss that I found so difficult in this game, one of the 3 hardest bosses in my opinion in this game. This is the Alpha Blogg. This thing is really difficult. What makes it even more annoying is because you know where the last save station is, if you die to this guy, you have to backtrack a very long way if you want to face him again, and he is really annoying to face as a result. And so repeated attempts can make you quite agitated if you're trying to get him, but he's really close. Wait for it to fire its sonic missiles. It's gonna charge! Oh, for goodness sake, you misfired! Come on! I don't think we hit him, we got 4 energy left! Oh no! Let me be in position here! And that's it! Well, here's the game over screen. Yeah, I'm going to switch to the Dark Beam. It seems to work better in doing damage. It was not particularly a boss that I think the developers had difficulty with, like they did with the Grapple Guardian, but... And we've defeated the Alpha Blogg! In just 2 attempts! We come in here and there it is! Our second Dark Torvus Temple Key! Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we defeated the second of the notorious big 3 difficult bosses in this game, the Alpha Blogg, which is mainly difficult for the fact that you have to redo a large portion of the game all over again if you die to it. In this episode, we might be taking on another boss, if I've got my calculations correctly, as I believe the amount of game we have to go through to get to this is not too far through. So we go down into here, let the priests do their thing. We now need to head back into the outside rooms of this portion. We still can't go in this part yet, but what we need to go is to go through the dark door. Specifically, because that is the best route we have back to where we need to go. So if we go back along this route, only 1 missile to kill both of them, that's convenient. And get the dark beam up again because obviously it's not for the dark door. Something I missed previously is this right here. G-Such Testament, Lunoff Datapack translated. What craven savages are the Ing? Trapped in the catacombs with no chance of rescue. I fought them down to the last. I watched them feed upon the dead. I heard them pressing the lesser of their number into the front ranks, that my blast would take them. At least their leader stood a chance against me in battle. He was a foe worthy of a Lunoff warrior. Something's happening here. Oh, we have Grenchlers. These guys are in this area now. You've come all the way down here. Well, we've faced the Alpha Blogg. What prep would a bunch of Grenchlers be? Come on. Oh, come on, now we're trapped underwater, but that's not really much of a problem anymore because of the gravity boost. That being said, we can still only jump a bit. We can only do our super jump thing inside of water, not outside of water, so movement in that perspective is somewhat limited. And yeah, these things are amphibious, as we know, so they can swim underwater. And now we kill one of them. Let's see if we can get its mate. So what we're trying to do is head into that portal here. So you might be wondering, how does the gravity boost help achieve that objective? Well, you're about to find out. Come on, Grenchler, you're disrupting progress here. Right. So, before I do anything though, because I had to replay this area in the run up to doing the retrial in the Alpha Blogg, I didn't scan this lore. So I'll just get the one. We've already read this logbook entry, so I will not do too much on this. But yeah, that's the recovering energy logbook entry. So the reason you need the gravity boost to get through this part is because of this part here. You need to be able to bomb jump inside water properly, and you cannot do that unless you have the gravity boost. Well, actually, you can just jump up here normally like this. That will give you access to this part here. You can use this bomb slot, and that will open up the other dark portal in the Hydro Dynamo Station area. So, now that we've done that, we can progress onwards to explore more of the dark worlds equivalent to this area. And have I got... Okay, yeah. Right. So jumping off from this platform here, we want to jump upwards over to here, switch to the dark beam, open this portal, and go to dark ether. And we've been spawned outside of things. And is that what I think it is? Yes, it's a dark Grenchler. Darkling possessed amphibious predator. Symbiosis brings additional power to creature, but it still retains its key weakness. Target the back shell to reveal a weak spot. Darklings are drawn to possess vicious predators, making the Grenchler a prime candidate. Despite the added toughness gained from possession, the Dark Grenchler retains one of its weaknesses. Remove the back shell with explosive blast to expose its pain center, then attack the pain center to quickly dispatch the creature. So, Grenchlers are in the dark world as well, not just the light world. Now we know this, that's valuable information. They are still Grenchlers though, so we're going to try and get behind them, but obviously we have the dark world that's getting in the way and doing extra damage in the process. And like all Darkling creatures, their weaknesses are reversed. They're weak to the light beam instead of the dark beam. But they just take a bit more of a beating and more health, so they aren't that bad really. If you know how to deal with Grenchlers by now. Grenchlers can be annoying, but I think by this point you face quite a few of them in the Alpha Blogg area that you know exactly how to deal with them. And that Grenchler has been defeated. So, now we're in this area. We have that poisonous goop there. So you might be wondering, where do we go next? That way is blocked off. That way is blocked off. There's only one real area we can go to, and that is through this direction. And we fire along this way. Also, we have this section, but this is slightly different in the dark world. It is a bit more dangerous. What happens if we try and jump up this way? Okay, there's not nearly enough room to go up there, so you can't infinite bomb jump like you can in the 2D games for this part here. It really is quite limited, but we want to progress through this direction. And if we go through this door, which is locked by the dark beam, we can hear something. Ominous footsteps indeed. No, maybe it's this. Well, we already know what this is because we've always seen this. This is these hunter-ing. If it will actually phase into view properly, they can hit you. Yeah, that's been defeated. So move onwards in this direction. We have a light door to go through. We also have a door over there, but it looks like we can't actually, we're forced to go in this direction. Into this tunnel right here, and we will get fired across. This room is very familiar, but this is more of a maze in the dark world. And the Nunchuck failed again. How many times is that? 2 times in a row! That's a new record. So yeah, this is a bit more of a maze to get through the dark world. Okay, this Nunchuck is really having problems staying in. I think trying to do the it's not, I think when I'm trying to do the bomb jump, the springboard jump, that has the problems. Oh, we're back in this room. I both recognise this area, but we're on the other side of the shield, and we can use a dark crystal. We can fire the dark beam to unlock these platforms and progress the way forward. This will allow us to move through the laser beam room and get up to the platform over there. And there's dark pirates to deal with. Of course there are. Thankfully they're pretty easy, so nothing like their Commando brethren, which are the most annoying enemy in this game, and we just obliterated it in light. That's so satisfying sometimes. I know video game violence shouldn't really be satisfying, but we've been growing up in that sort of society for a while now, and unfortunately they are video games at the end of the day, and sometimes you just can't help that. Jump up onto here. I think the direction we want to go is up on this platform. Now we want to progress. This platform will move in and out, which is probably why I didn't see it there for a moment. Onto here. We're taking gradual damage, but okay. Now just wait for this lot to move in and out. And as they're moving in, we can progress up here and go to the main pillar room in the dark world. Well, I suppose it's a fair bit darker here, which makes sense really. I could use the light beam on these, but I don't think there's need to when you have limited ammo anyway. We have far more dark beam ammo than we do light beam ammo, which is a bit of a problem because the dark beam isn't very effective in the dark world. Right, so this is the area in here. We're still taking a fair bit of damage, but there's no water in here because the water is quite poisonous. There's also something here which we can't use, so we're kind of locked out of that part at the moment. So what we want to do is progress onwards down to here, and Hunter-ing are after us again. And we're out of light beam ammo. Great. Right, we get some light beam ammo from somewhere because we kind of need it. Hunting are a lot more difficult without the light beam, let's just say that. What we really need to do is be able to energise that crystal up there, which will help with probably obliterate it in one go, because they seem to place the Hunter-ing around areas where there are light crystals. That's what I've noticed anyway. Where's it gone? I don't really want to be taking too much damage at the moment because although I think there is a safe station nearby. Come on. I want to get you out of the way now. It's going to be irritating for you in the future. And it's gone. Thank goodness. Right, let's get out of this area. And if we go on to here, this thing is still attacked in the dark world when it was covered up in the light world. And it fires all the way up here and over here. It's a save point. Okay, I'm going to say that we're not going to end the episode right here, but I am going to save at this save point and continue on. So see you guys in just a moment. Okay, we all saved up now, but we are still out of light beam ammo, but I don't really feel a lot had happened in this episode to justify ending the episode right there at a save point, just because we used a save point. And there's light beam ammo, thank you! Game being very generous enough, realising we're out of it, and giving us our light beam back. Right, so to progress onwards, we want to go downwards. This way is blocked off in the dark world. There is a fair bit more complex in this area. We're on top of portions here. If you look at our map, we have some areas we can go to, but the light beam door that we see over to our left hand side is the way we came in. What we actually want to do is get through to that door over there. The way we do that is we've had to go all the way to the top of the room, because that is actually the way forward. But we go inside this metal grating here. There's also a luminous body here. We also have bomb slots. If you activate this, then this will rotate this part. And we can progress onwards. I don't really remember this part too well, but I do remember about the section here. So, as you go onwards, break these open. It hasn't been really that long since we last faced a boss battle, has it? But I can tell you now, we're about to face another boss battle. Oh, this is something you want to scan. This is Venom Weed. Oh, sorry, my mistake. This isn't actually a logbook entry. I thought it was for some reason. But that's softened up a bit. So, as you step into here, that is one big Grenchler. This is the Grapple Guardian. Grapple beam powered dark thing. Well armored target that utilizes grapple beams to ensnare enemies. Weak spots detected, back shell and eye. Uses special attack when angered. This dark thing Grenchler has absorbed the power of the grapple beam. It will fire the beam to ensnare potential meals and pull them into its waiting jaws. The beam is powerful and can attach to most surfaces, including your armour. Its eye region is sensitive. Damage in the area can induce a state of anger in the target. A weak spot under the back shell is a prime target as well. When angered, it will use a special attack. So, this is another boss battle in the game. What you want to do with this one, unlike other Grenchers, you want to fire it at the eye first. Repeated concussion in the eye will stun it, and then we can access the back, which is where we really want to hurt it. So move over to the back. And then just fire it with super... Come on. Oh, it's getting a bit aggressive now. Obviously, when it can use the grapple beam, you want to make sure you get it locked onto the pillars here, unless I'm thinking too far. Yeah, okay, right. So... Now, we're not getting it stunned long enough. And he's got locked onto us. Come on. If I stun you for long enough to actually get round the back of you and fire at you. There we go. That's better. So when you stun him, then you have to... When he jumps around, then you turn around to the back to fire the super missile at him. I think you could also use the light beam on it as a dark thing after all. Missed the shot again. Viable super missile ammo being wasted here. And come on! Now this is proving to be a difficult boss battle. In terms of actual execution. Hang on, a chance to get him there. Come on. Right in my face now. I don't say this is too difficult boss battles, to be honest, but it can be a problem if you're not sure what you're doing. Honestly, I don't think I had too much of a difficulty with this boss the first time I faced it. It's just the fact of getting round to the back of this. Yeah, I think what you want to try and do is make sure it's locked on. Now we've broken its shell, so it's a bit more exposed. Looks like other Grenchler's, of course, but except it's got grapple beam technology, because who would have thought combining Grenchler's and grapple beam was a winning combination? Strafe around the back of it. Try and make sure you can get this. You try and make sure the grapple beam onto here so that it will stay in place. Then you can go around the back of it and then hit it in the back with a super missile. That's a bit better. Yeah. So that's what you want to do, really. Right, let's get behind this now. Now the grapple beam is locked. Fire the super missile. So frankly, because Tor vs. Blogg has had some pretty difficult sub-bosses so far, this guy is probably the thankful downgrade in difficulty from the previous two. Obviously I struggle a bit to remember how to do it because this boss, if I'm perfectly honest, isn't that memorable to me, but once we have got the hang of it, locks on the back of him and we missed again, dang it. Try and see if we can stun it. As you can see, I've missed a few times, yet we still have a fair bit of health. This boss really isn't doing as much damage as other ones were. Come on, that hit! I'm pretty sure that should have hit. Right, that's better. And he got hit by the grapple beam, yeah. Right. Only 13 missiles left. We might resort to other weapons in the future. Right, this is taking way longer than it should have, and now we're down to... Oh, we might actually die to this boss. I was just saying it wasn't as hard as the previous ones. Right, come on. Hit this grapple point, you know you want to. There we go. Ah! Come on, well we got some health back, so that's good. And now he's going to be very aggressive, I guess. And the very back of the shell has been defeated, but he's still standing. And this grapple point is gone now. So now what? Injured grapple powered dark thing. Target will use grapple energy to protect itself. Damage his eye will stop this ability. Right, we're going to hit the eye again then. We're still lacking in terms of missiles, so... Same strategy as always, but we don't have the grapple points which can lock itself onto anymore, so... It's getting quite a bit more aggressive towards us now. There we go. He's in the back, so it's more of a face-to-face confrontation now, we can actually more easily get around the back of it. So keep stunning it to prevent it from using the grapple beam, and then get around the back of it. Oh, we can actually hit the pierce in the eye there? That can do damage? I never knew that. Then again, I barely remember much about this boss to begin with in the first place, so... what have you. Come on, we've nearly got him down. Ah! He's all right up in our faces now. Come on! Right. I might just keep you hitting the face might be a good idea because that seems to be doing the most amount of damage. If we get around the back, that'd be even better, but it's not giving us much chances. Right towards the end, it kind of reminds me of the Metroid fight in Prime 1 where you did most of his health in the first phase, but then after that it was a slow burn to get the rest of the health down. Come on. Hitting in the eye. That weak point in the back is where I think I have much more to say about this boss. Sorry, it's just a very forgettable boss. Not so much forgettable, I remember he was in the game this. Like, when you're in the same area as the Boost Guardian and the Alpha Blogg, you kind of got a lot of competition for Torvus Bog bosses. So, unfortunately this Guardian got a bit overshadowed by one of his brethren that was in here in terms of infamy. But he has a good power up for us if we can finally defeat him at some point. Oh, this is taking forever. I'll stay inside here to at least get some of our health back. One of the advantages of being in a Dark World fight that isn't the Boost Guardian. Oh, bummer! We're actually going to die to this thing, aren't we? I need to get out of the way of this thing because it's going on a big rampage. Come on! 96 energy left, 97, 98, 99, back to one full energy tank. Trying to subdue it on the pillar here because that seems to be our best form of protection against his grapple beam ability. Standing behind the pillar. Come on, you're so low on health, it's just taking forever to finish you off, dang it. Just die already, will you? This is going way too long, you shouldn't be on this long. Crap! I still got a bit of health left, come on! 65 health left! Wow, never mind, this is proving a very difficult fight. It shouldn't be that difficult, but it is somehow. Just gonna hammer it on the power beam. No, we've got any other weapons. Unless we use the light beam. Is the light beam going? Oh, maybe not yet. Power beam seems to be a bit more effective at actually hitting it. It's like being slightly less accurate. Saying this force field is the only thing that's keeping us alive right now against the Grapple Guardian. Ah yes! Finally! The Grapple Guardian has been defeated! Thank goodness for that! That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Which took a bit longer, really. But for all our troubles, we've gained ourselves a new power-up. We have the Grapple Beam. Press and hold Z or the L button on the GameCube version to fire the Grapple Beam. Release the buttons to stop grappling. And because we've beaten the Grapple Guardian, this is going to change the complexion of the room somewhat. This is going to lower this platform, allow us to get back out of the room. However, we can no longer get through these doors here. These are permanently blocked. So with that in mind, we need to be leaving this room and going out the only way we can, up this way. And how do we do that? Using our new Grapple Beam, of course. To use the Grapple Beam is quite simple. All you do is find a target like this, and while we're at it, we do just scan this down that we have the Grapple Beam. This is a grapple point. And you can fire your weapons while attached to a grapple point, which is, I think, a big change from the original Prime game where you couldn't do this. So you can deal with enemies a bit easier rather than having to worry about swinging into them. Obviously, this is where we found it before. Okay, so we want to be getting out of this area now. So using the Grapple Beam, we can swing our way up here. And this brings to an interesting point. In the 2D games, the Grapple Beam is an actual beam that's fired from Samus's arm cannon, but Retro Studios, for some reason, decided to have it on Samus's left arm, which makes it a bit interesting in continuity terms. So it's kill this Venom Waves, something getting away and doing even more damage to us. We already go on half as it is. So, now that we have the Grapple Beam, we can finally go and explore the rest of Torvus Bog in the Dark World to collect all our things. So in the next episode, we're going to have another item hunt. We're going to be going around the area of Dark Torvus Bog in order to obtain the last few items, including that all-important final temple key. How many times has the Nunchuck failed now? So, I shall go back to the save point, and I will see you. Then we'll see you guys in the next episode as we begin our item hunt and exploration of the rest of Torvus Bog. If we can actually get back up there, okay. Never mind. What you do want to do if you want to get back to the save point is do this here. This is the only way in the Dark Worlds. So, see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Goodbye.